Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Noonan, and I'm your student's Math BH, which is eighth grade honors math teacher. And I want to thank you for allowing me to pre-record this presentation as I would be doing this 5 times over if I didn't. And I want to make sure that I have every little nook and cranny um, said to all my classes so I don't forget in one period and then remember in another period. So I also have this where I can link this on for anyone that is not able to attend tonight, or if you wanted to go back to it and get information from it, it will be available to you. I'll just post it either on my website or in Google Classroom for students to access as well. A little bit about me. I love sharing my day with your kids, and I feel super fortunate to teach and live in this community. I've grown up in Encinitas and graduated from San Diego myself, and I have not always taught in this district, so I'm very familiar with kids everywhere and how blessed we are to be here and with such amazing families who send their kids to us. So I really can't stress that enough. I feel very, very lucky. I am a teacher passionate about our standards, and your child learning math and other life skills need to be on this classroom. This is not just about eighth grade math to me. This is about learning how to get along with people. This is learning how to articulate your problems. This is learning how to advocate for yourself if you need help. This is about meeting deadlines. This is about so many other things besides eighth grade math to me. I am a parent of 2 in college who graduated from San Diego as well. Communication. Students should be checking ARIES frequently. I do update ARIES on a daily basis. And I do wish that your child, if you could help me at home with if they have a question or a concern, if you would encourage them to reach out to me. I am more than willing to meet your student, to meet their needs, whatever it may be. But learning how to communicate that need to me through them is pretty important skill to learn before going off to high school. And then if you have questions or concerns, I would ask you first to talk to your student. Nothing is a surprise in this class, and I bet they could answer most everything. But if you have questions beyond that, please feel free to reach out to me. I will have my contact information up for you when I get to my website. My website and Google Classroom have lots of useful information, including calendars, assignment calendars, lesson notes, homework solutions, and more. So Google Classroom is basically what our kids follow, what your kids follow. We post all of our in-class work in there. I post all the homework in there. I post all the solutions to homework in there. And then this website is what I keep mainly for parents, so that parents, you don't need a password, obviously, to get to this like you do in Google Classroom. You would need your child to log in for you. So I wanted to make sure you guys have the most important information here accessible to you as well. So your biggest defense as a parent is, and please make sure that you are looking at this Math BH column, not this Math A column. That's the other class I teach here this year. Your biggest defense is this Math BH assignment calendars. And notice I just have module 1 posted in here. That's the one that we're currently in. So I have posted all assignments, all quiz dates, all test dates. Everything is known and announced in here. I am not for pop anything. I want kids to be successful. I want them to have everything that they need ahead of time so that they can best prepare. And this calendar works well in kind of laying out what to expect for the next month or so. Okay, and then the other thing, you should have taken a look with your student, the syllabus, which explains, I thought I clicked it. There we go. which explains our policies in here. So at the top here, you'll see my contact information, how to get a hold of me if you need to. What I need to talk about in this class are a couple things off here. I don't need to go through everything because hopefully you did. I do want to point out that our grading policy is 25% assignments and 75% assessments. I do want to point out that there is a deadline to transfer classes if this doesn't feel like it's a right fit for you or your student. You have until September 14th first semester to make a change. And then second semester, that date is February 9th. And all students are expected to be a 70% or above in an honors class to keep moving on at the honors level. Okay. All right, assignments, that 25% of your grade is going to be basically all the daily work. Homework we have every day. I expect your student to complete homework and check their answers so that they can come in prepared with questions. That way, time is not wasted in class looking over answers and trying to figure out questions there. If it's prepared ahead of time, we all don't have to wait for everybody doing that. If they've done that, they get full credit. Full credit is awarded on daily work if they do, not if they're correct. So that's important to understand. We've got dots, which come around every week, and they are a tool that students can see like, hey, if this was on a quiz or a test, how would I do on this stuff right now, but with lower stakes? The stakes are just assignment points. Assessments are going to be our tests and quizzes. Our tests are called final assessments. So we typically have one module quiz and one module final assessment at the end. There will be no retakes. Everybody will be given exactly what to expect on those quizzes and tests a week in advance. So it's very important for your student to keep kind of tabs in Google Classroom as those things post so they can best start preparing a week ahead of time. The key to success in this class is reworking any missed homework problems or problems that from homework that you had to use my solutions to get started on, and also reworking warm-up problems. That's key to this class. If you understand all those, there's really no reason to get under a B in this class because the class, everything assessed is based right off of those things. Okay. All right. The next piece here is our support. Down at the bottom of my website, we've got some support here. Homework hour happens every day at lunch. It happens every day before school. My days fall on this year Tuesdays at lunch and Wednesdays before school. That doesn't mean your student just comes to me. They can go to anybody that they want to. Lunchtime is a great time for students to get help. And they can just pop in for 10 minutes if they want to, so they can eat before and then come in, or they can come in and then go eat. But to come in with questions prepared, that's a really good way of using these math teachers who are hosting lunchtime homework hour. The other thing here too, if you need a little extra support, there's the Student Curriculum Support Math BH link right here. And that takes you to videos and extra practice here. And that gives some just extra stuff if they feel like they need some extra attention in any topic. All right, back to my presentation here. So topics covered this year in Math BH are there in front of you, and they all are based off of our grade level 8th grade Common Core state standards. And then our district puts their own flair in for the honors piece of it all. Okay. All right, honors math. Okay, please understand with honors comes a pace and a rigor. I am preparing your student for high school honors, which eventually goes into high school AP classes. And with that comes a pace and a rigor. This class does not wait for anybody. it is a very, very quick paced class, designed for students who love math and want that extra time to be spent on it, and that extra depth. So, with that in mind, I really want to stress wellness is important to me. Um, it is my hope that all my honors students are in the appropriate class, matching their ability and what they have going on outside of school. Um, and I really hope that there is a nice balance, that kids are feeling challenged, but pleasantly challenged, appropriately challenged, not overwhelmed and hating math and stressed out. So, anyway, my wish is that my students enjoy coming to class, comfortably challenged, building a good foundation, and grow in confidence. And then to reiterate, the district policy of changing classes is September 14th. It's coming up in a couple weeks here. And then please, 70 or above, an honors expectation to continue on the honors path. I like this. I like this. Top skills for grads coming from Forbes. These are things that we do in this class, and I think are just as important as the mathematics. Um, there's a huge emphasis on things outside of the curriculum, outside of the content, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm not just building a knowledge foundation in 8th grade math. I feel like I'm here to help your student kind of work on some of these necessary skills in life as well. Similarly, an employer's wish list from US News and World Report. Again, I find it very interesting that not anything to mention about the content of mathematics or the skill needed for the job. This is all kind of like that kind of bonus stuff around the outside. It's just as important. Alongside with our math standards, we do have standards that we have to practice as well. They are mathematical practice standards. So um, things like showing work and putting aside some mathematical knowledge you might already know and solving a problem and being open to a new method, using models, using pictures sometimes. So that's a huge part of this class, is to be open to new methods and critiquing those methods and giving feedback on those methods, and also to attend to precision and making sure you are showing all your steps and explaining your work, and you have your units and that kind of thing. So points on quizzes and tests will be given to things like that as well. All right, well, that ends my presentation, and I hope that you all have a wonderful night. And if there are any questions or comments to be made, you know how to reach me. And I look forward to working with your student this year. Thank you and have a nice night.